Oh, what a year it's been. We are going to chat 2023 review, so stay tuned. Everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know I have not been consistent lately with my videos, so I appreciate you going along the journey with me and tuning in whenever I do post them. We are going to talk about 2023, our original expectations for the year, how it ended up going, and where we are ending it, and then what our goals are for 2024. This has been a year. Wow, this has been a year. So when I look back at 2023, I like to go back to my first original video of the year because that's usually where I talk about my goals for the new year, what my challenges were in the year prior, and what I'm doing differently, right? And one of the things that I noticed when I was talking about 2022 was I was starting to struggle a little bit with the diet mentality and feeling like I was in a hamster wheel of sorts where I was trying to obtain a goal, yet I felt like I was running in place, like I wasn't getting anywhere, and that caused a great deal of frustration for me. And I was trying to combat that. I was trying to stay focused. I was trying to talk myself off of the ledge, and I had no clue of the tailspin that would come later in the year. So I started off 2023, I think in a good mind space. I think my intention was to tackle the diet mentality demon that I was starting to see rear its ugly head. I was like, I'm gonna need to start battling this demon. And I thought I had all the necessary tools that were gonna help me battle that demon. And I found myself kind of losing the battle. I haven't lost the war. I just lost that battle in 2023. So let's just chat real quick. Let's start off the bat by talking about what I weighed in the beginning of last year and where I ended 2023. I should say where I began 2023 and where I ended 2023, so we can see what happened. So in 2022, I think I lost like 2 pounds. So it was basically a maintaining year, which kind of aided to my frustration. Of course, looking back now, losing 2 pounds was a loss, and oh my God, I should have been dancing around and singing the praises. I couldn't believe that I didn't gain weight that year, so I should be very, very happy. And I think I was just focused on the weight loss and trying to hit a certain number on the scale. And when I was doing all of the things and I found myself maintaining, I think that's where the frustration had started for me this past year. So January 1st of 2023, I weighed in at 180.4. I had been teetering in the 170s. I think I had gotten into the late 160s the year before, briefly, fleetingly. Then it left me and I was trying to find my way back there, and I was struggling in the 170s, and then that number kept getting bigger and bigger, and I was at the late 170s, and then I started off the year at the 180 with the goal of to get back down to the 160s. That was the goal. That was the intention. It didn't work out the way I saw 2023 going. We'll get to how much I weighed at the end of this year, which is like AE this past weekend. And we'll talk about lowest weight and highest weight of 2023. But I want to talk a little bit about what happened. I think I was looking at my videos trying to see where it went wrong, right? Like where I kind of veered off. And I found myself, even though I started off 2023 really high and I think excited about like on a fitness journey, I want to start working out more and not being so focused on a number on the scale. And maybe if I work out more, lift heavy, and do some work in the gym, that maybe I'll just see the transformation physically and the number on the scale is not going to matter. That was my intention come January. At the end of February, I think I started to lose the battle with that diet mentality demon, and I found myself very frustrated and very much in need of a mental break. I needed to kind of step away from all of this. It was really getting to me, and I just started seeing a trend in my videos of me trying something new, trying to change the course of where I was going, but yet falling into a funk, getting frustrated, and then the yo-yo started to happen. And then I did the BBB&E challenge in May for 31 days, and I only ate beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for 31 days, and I ended up losing 4 pounds in that month. So I did really well during that time, but the beginning of the end happened around the fall. Around the end of August, I started to see a trend of the scale. My numbers in my RENFO scale, you know, it gives you a graph, right? And of course you want it to go down and stay down. And my graph kept going down and then up and then down and then up, right? Usually. And then this year it just was like down and then up and then down a little bit, but then up more and then down a little bit and then up. So it really, I think it messed with me, and I was really fighting the fight. So I ended up the year, I gained an overall of 16 pounds, and those 16 pounds happened the last third of the month. I mean, the beginning of the end of August, and it just got worse from there. And I think I did the majority of the damage during the holidays, and I ended the year at 196.4, which is a gain of 100 with a total of 16 pounds. When you think about the last year before, and I lost 2 pounds, I was very, not disappointed, but I was like, hey, at least I maintained. And this year, wow, 16 pounds, that's a lot. I feel the difference, y'all. I feel just bloated and bigger and heavier, and my clothes are feeling tighter, and I feel that tailspin, at least in the past month or a couple of months. You know, my last videos that I put out, I was really feeling that, and I need to make a change. Now I'm in a better mental space, ready to tackle 2024 in a healthier, more positive mental. Yes, I gained 16 pounds. It is what it is. Yes, I feel heavier. I haven't gained all my weight back, right? I started off at 265. I'm at 196. My lowest had been 169, you know, so I have gone up, and I need to kind of focus my way back down, but I do want to talk better and more positive to myself. I do want to have a more consistent, healthier routine when it comes to working out and eating. So yeah, it's been a year. It's been a year of a lot of mental battle that I've been doing, and a lot of frustration and a lot of funk. But I feel like I really have turned a corner at the end of this year as far as my positivity is concerned when it comes to this journey. And yes, I have work to do. Yes, I have to roll up my sleeves and get back in there and stay focused. But I know now what leads me here, right? And so I had to kind of go through it to turn that corner. I had to kind of have this funk, this dark place, to turn the corner to be able to see light at the end of the tunnel. So my lowest weight ever in 2023, not ever, but for the year, my lowest weight for 2023 was back in July. I weighed 179. Right before the end. I went down as low as 179, and I want to say my BB&E challenge. No, my BB&E challenge was for 31 days, so it was in June, and my lowest weight was 178.4. So 178.4 was my lowest weight of the year, and that's almost 20 pounds in a short amount of time. Not healthy, not good. I'm not proud of it, but I don't want to dwell on the failure of that. I want to take a positive from it and move forward. So yes, my lowest weight was in July at 178.4. My highest weight is where I am today at 196.4. So I do have a lot of work to do. It was a huge struggle. It was a big tailspin, but I have a lot to catch up on, and a newfound focus that I feel differently today than I did at the beginning of the year. So I'm very optimistic for that. What my goals were for 2023 was to walk more, which I did. I did walk more. The mosquitoes really made a difference, and I want to get a better routine. If I'm not walking outdoors, I'm walking indoors. So I did increase my walking. I can do better in 2024. Work out more. That was an original plan in January, and then it fell off, and I didn't do any working out, hardly any of 2023. So now that we have a new gym system in our garage, my plan is to start working out with some weights and do some weight training. I know I say that every year. I know that's my intention every year, but Caesar's actually helping me with that, and I plan on making that a consistent habit. Positive thinking was one that I really needed to do for 2023. I needed to tackle that diet mentality. And yes, it took me all of 2023 and a really dark place and a tailspin in order for me to finally turn that positive corner and finally be kinder to myself when it comes to diet mentality and restriction, and the idea of not having something and doing the all or nothing thing. And if I'm gonna start fresh here, then let me just eat all the things here. Like, I had to kind of go through that horrible tailspin to get where I am today, which I feel is in a really good place to tackle 2024. It also helps that 2024 is starting tomorrow, so I've got that new mentality of a fresh start looming over me. So I do have that to thank as far as where 2023 took me, is to kind of get me out of that place. And that diet mentality, like, I do feel like I'm in a better place. I'm not so beating myself up for the mistakes that I make right now. So that is the positive that came out of that tailspin that I was in. I had to crash and burn. You know, sometimes crashing and burning will help us realize the journey that's ahead of us, and the appreciation of where you were, and hopefully learn from all of the things that you did wrong to get there. And that's what I'm hoping for 2024, is a new enlightened point of view for my journey, so I can have a better, healthier me moving forward. So my goal for 2024, consistency. I think that is the mantra that I need to focus on, is being consistent on this journey, being kinder, loving myself, right? Forgiving myself, forgiveness, consistency. One of the things that I do want to do is focus a lot on protein. I think moving forward, in my short-term goal of January, is I really want to hit 130 grams of protein. I'm going to track that. I'm not going to stress so much about calories or fat or even carb, though I'm doing, low carb, carnivore type of lifestyle, or ketovore type of lifestyle in January. But I want to start getting back into the habit of tracking and back in the habit of hitting 130 grams of protein while walking and while lifting. So that is where my goals are for 2024. My mantra, right? I made a vision board yesterday with the family. I love to do vision boards, and it really does help me visualize my future. It's not a wish board of, oh, one day I want to hit X amount of pounds. Like, no, it's what am I going to do? What's my to-do list? It's what do I see for myself, and what are the steps I'm going to take to hit those goals for myself. So my mantra for 2024 is I am. And what that means for me is I am all the things that I see for myself, that maybe I am not currently at the moment, but if I feel like I am already at my healthy weight, I am already successful, I am already this or that, I will start living my life as if that is my truth. I am a healthy person who walks every day and watches what I eat. I am healthy, I am successful, I am happy, I am strong, I am all of these things. So that is my mantra for 2024. It has been a struggle in 2023. I'm going to put it behind us and start a new day tomorrow. I do want to forgive myself for not being consistent these past few months, but I plan on being consistent moving forward. And I thank you guys for going along on the journey. It's not an easy one. I know a lot of people tune in because they want to be motivated. They want to learn new things. They want to learn stuff that maybe somebody else is doing that's working for them. So when you see people like me in a place where we've seen better days, I know it's hard to stay the course and to support and watch, especially when you want to yell at me through the screen and going, why do you do that? Why did you take a month off? Or why did you allow yourself to tailspin that way? Why didn't you just eat the carnivore? Or why did you ever stop tracking? Or whatever it is you want to yell at me through the screen. I understand because I have yelled at myself already. And I think that's mainly the reason why I stopped making videos consistently, is because I felt very guilty about that. And I wanted to be a source of motivation for you. I wanted to be a source of positive inspiration for you. And when you don't feel like you're your best, how can you be that for somebody else? So you guys are the reasons why I am still recording today. You are the reason why I am tracking and trying to stay consistent, because I appreciate your support. I love that you're on this journey with me, and I want to be successful for myself, but also to be an example for you. So anyway, I hope you guys have had a fantastic 2023. I hope it was better than mine. I would love to hear if you reached any of your goals that you set for yourself in 2023. And do you have a mantra for 2024? I would love to hear your mantra. Please post it in the comments below. If you've not subscribed already, I would love to have you along for the ride. There are going to be days that I'm going to do keto days and carnivore days and ketovore days. There are going to be days that I'm tracking protein and maybe my carbs, or, you know, there's going to be days where I am showing you all the workouts that I'm doing and talking about the weeks that I didn't do it. So I would love to have you along for the ride. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up to show me the support coming into 2024. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.